This is a standard Wooting 60HE V2, and this is my fully modded Wooting 60HE V2. And yes, it keeps all the same features as the Wooting 60HE V2, but now with added customizable scroll wheel, a much more premium case, and it feels and sounds better. Now, the Wooting 60HE V2 has been my go-to keyboard for gaming for the past 2 months, and I do really like it. I do believe it is an excellent gaming keyboard, even though it's a bit on the pricier side, but I do still stand with what I said 2 months ago with this keyboard, and that it's a little boring. Don't get me wrong, I do think the Wooting 60HE is a great gaming keyboard, but not a premium keyboard. Also, it could have better stabilizers. See, it's nice that it's windy, but like everything's kind of just falling. So we're gonna fix this keyboard today. We're gonna give this thing a major overhaul. We're gonna basically change everything out except the PCB, because I don't know, why not? I modded my Wooting. Alright, ignore the fact that the bag kind of looks like a Tiffany & Co. bag. It's actually pretty sick. It's a nice bag. So about a month ago, I was contacted by a company, Wutre. I think in Chinese it's like Wutre or something. I don't know. I'm not Chinese. And so they sent me an email showing off a concept case. A standalone 60% case with a scroll wheel. But more importantly, this concept case works with a Wooting. I don't know how that works because, you know, it has a scroll wheel. The Wooting doesn't have a scroll wheel. But it's pretty cool because we are adding more functionality to a Wooting, which arguably, you know, has a lack of keys because 60%. So I was really interested in that. So I asked them for a set and they gave a set. So yeah, let's unbox the case. Ooh. Mounting plate. Ooh. Okay, this is the modding kit, which I'll get more into later. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, so this is the Zoom 64 with a scroll wheel. You know, Wutre makes really nice keyboards, so I don't know, that sounds way too sponsored, but they do. And yeah, that's the case unboxing. Now, quick disclaimer, this case, the Zoom 64 and its contents are pre-production units because as of this video, this case has not been released yet. But I'm pretty sure by the time this video comes out, the case will be released. But yeah, this case will be the base of this whole upgrading Wooting project. So to start, we'll first need to strip the Wooting of its components. So one quick strip later. Okay, it wasn't really that hard. I don't know why I'm being so dramatic. If you actually wanted to know how to disassemble your Wooting, here is how you do it. Step 1, remove the keycaps and the switches. Pull out the PCB housing. Remove the back screws of the PCB. Take apart the plate and the PCB dampener. And you're basically done. In my previous Wooting upgrade video, a lot of people were confused as to why I would remove function from a Wooting keyboard by disassembling it. They claimed that all the benefits of Hall effect is now gone because I tore it apart. Don't worry, you're not going to lose any function just because you tore apart your Wooting. All the special features of Hall effect is in the PCB, so you're not going to lose any function. And that being said, now it's time for the rest of the components. The keycaps, the switches, and also the stabilizers. Same shop, same time, same place.
Hey, yo!
What's up?
Are you filming content?
No. So for the stabilizers, we're going to be using the Type Plus screw-in stabilizers. I know a lot of people actually hate the sound of these stabilizers. I don't know why. I honestly think it sounds fine. And they require basically no effort to make them sound good. So yeah, Type Plus stabilizers. For the switches, we are using the squishies by yours truly. There's nothing wrong with the lacquer tickens. They are actually really good. They sound really deep for what they are. But I do like the feel and sound of my Switch better. I think they feel smoother. Remember, people are entitled to their wrong opinions, you know, me included. So yeah, I like my Switch better. So we're going to be using the squishies. You can find them linked below. And for the keycaps to match the stunning green case, we got a set of GMK British Racing Green. It's almost as if this keycap set was made for the keyboard because they have the same colorway and it looks stunning. So yeah, with all the parts ready, let's commence the build. We're gonna first take off the original stabilizers. Lube the Type Plus stabilizers. And then attach it onto the keyboard. Attach the new plate that's provided. and attach on the rubber gaskets. This will allow the PCB stack to be gasket mounted. Attach the USB-C daughter board to the Wooting. It'll reroute the signal to the center of the keyboard and also allow the scroll wheel to work. We can now put the case back together. It uses a ball catch mount system, so no screws are required. Don't forget this link below. And also the GMK keycaps. And that's how you completely mod a Wooting 60HE V2, except keeping its original PCB. And yeah, this is the final product. It is the Wooting 60HE V2 in the Zoom 64 case. And honestly, I think it's a really nice keyboard because of the keycaps, you know, complements the colors of the keyboard. I do like the back a lot, the colors of the copper and the green. Unfortunately, I'm not actually gonna see it when I'm like sitting here, but I think it is a nice contrast in colors. And yeah, other than that, now my Wooting has a knob, which is actually kind of crazy because now I can control the volume with the knob. It kind of just works. I just plug it in and it just works. By the way, the knob is actually customizable in VIA, so it's pretty cool. But I will leave it for volume because that's what I need. And yeah, other than that, my own switches, you know, I know it's myself and I'm glazing myself, but I do think it sounds more like a traditional keyboard now. Here's a comparison between the original stock Wooting and this new Wooting. I'm gonna call this the Wooting 60HE V2 Premium. But yeah, it's actually a pretty simple mod. Honestly, I didn't expect it to be this easy. Thankfully, Wooting made a lot of their components standard, unless you know you have the split spacebar, which will require extra keycaps. Funny enough, you can actually put the original Wooting 60HE into this and it will probably work the exact same. But now I got the benefits of the Wooting 60HE V2. I also fixed the stabilizers. But yeah, other than that, it's actually a pretty simple mod because most of the case doesn't even need screws. If anything, it was just the plate and the stabilizers that needed screws. I love the trend of rapidly disassembling your keyboard just like this. Like, come on, that's like ball catch mounts. Best trend so far that happened to the keyboard. Even though it's a pretty simple mod, it does feel a lot more premium than the original Wooting. The metal case on the original Wooting was good, but it just kind of looked like the plastic case. The Zoom 64HE starts at $79 USD, but that's for the polycarbonate version. This aluminium version, I'll assume, will be a bit more expensive, but it is a premium mod for your keyboard. And also comes with a knob, which, you know, knob. I love knobs. This is not a cheap mod by any chance. This is a premium mod. We basically changed everything but the PCB. Technically, if you do like Wooting a lot, you can just get the PCB off their website. But if not, there are standard PCBs that are 60% that can fit this keyboard, and it doesn't need to be Hall effect. So we're talking about like even old GK61s. Oh my god, I haven't said that in so long. Or even like your old Tofu 60 can fit this, as long as it uses a standard 60% PCB. But yeah, if you're interested, give this a try. It's pretty cool. And yeah, that's one way to mod your Wooting because now my gaming keyboard's better than yours.